Welcome to a no scroll Sunday, aka a really creative day. It is already noon. I have applied the no scrolling to the morning too, but I spent the entire time literally just cleaning. Like once a week, I really just spend an hour or two cleaning everything up. That means that it's already noon now. But we're gonna spend the rest of the day as creatively as we possibly can. And the first thing I'm going to do now is work on my music video. I filmed the music video. When did I film it? On Friday, because that was a free day. The 1st of May is a free day in Austria. Now it's Sunday. And I'm so not in the mood for cutting the music video. Honestly, I am never really in the mood for cutting music videos. That's one of the longest, most dreary things to do. But I've realized over the last year or so that as I've started creating more intricate music videos, it's best to take it in steps. First of all, you import all the tiny snippets that you have. You import them into your cutting program. I use CapCut. And then I start slowly. If I manage to cut until the end of the first chorus today, that would be awesome. If not, then I don't. I plan on uploading it by Thursday, so I better get cracking. Let's do this. Let's import everything and get this going. Oh my god, there are so many. Why are there so many? 62? Holy moly. No. What are you doing? Oh, there it is. It's not doing what I want already. Are we surprised? Okay, there we go. That's gonna take a moment. It's importing that. Oh, that was fast. I thought that was going to take a few minutes. Gonna work, gotta make that money, make purse. Got a fur coat, now make your purr. Up with blush when you see me earn. Gotta work. Go and tell me to smile as you shock me hard. All those bruises, they're not that bad. I have not played e-guitar aside from some accompaniment and the occasional improv for the music that I record for my music. I haven't had a dedicated e-guitar, generally guitar practice really, in a really long time. It's really sad because I actually love playing e-guitar. My e-guitar used to be at my family's place because I have very limited space in my apartment, but I shuffled things around, and my mom brought it the last time she visited me. So now I can finally actually practice again, because e-guitar is one of the coolest instruments in the world. And I technically do know how to play. Like, I'm definitely out of practice, but I kind of know. I'm not an expert, but I'm an intermediate player technically. Just need to refresh it a little bit. And now I can do that. I'm actually really happy about this. And I also need to file my nails. That's one of the things I don't love about playing guitar, especially on your left hand. If you're right-handed and you play like this, you need to file your fingernails a lot. You need to keep them very short. Yay. That's the life. I used to be able to play quite a few songs and solos off by heart, but I can't really do that anymore, sadly. Otherwise I play something. The thing is, I cannot plug it in and play it loud like that. So what you're going to be hearing is me amplifying the little bits that have me actually playing, because I live in an apartment and it's a small apartment and there's no soundproofing and you hear literally everything. Oh well, you can still practice the guitar without plugging it in, by the way. That's so annoying. It's like some sort of fly or like some buzzy insect coming your way. How annoying. I love it. The next step of what we're doing today, to not scroll, is to write. I am almost at the halfway mark, almost at 40k words for the story that I'm currently working on. And I would love to see just how much I can write in an hour and a half, just trying to write and not thinking about it too much, without outside pressures or time restraints, really, because I don't have any of those today. I think that would be fun. Frankly, I'd really like to get to the 40,000 mark. I am currently at 38,600. So getting to the halfway point, the point where everything afterwards changes, that would be really cool. So I'm just gonna write for however long I feel like. Maybe I'll write for half an hour, maybe I'll write for 2 hours, but like, it's up to me. That's the important point. So let's get started. I need to reread a little bit of what I last wrote, because I last worked on this on Wednesday. Well, it was a little while ago. Usually I write Monday to Friday, but this week was a little bit different because a few things were a little bit different. Over the last just under 2 hours, I managed to write like 2,700 words or something like that. And I got to the middle point and a little bit beyond it. And there was one sad scene with a pet. Like, not sad. And they will meet each other again. But it was so sad and I cried. I don't usually cry while reading or watching a movie. The only thing that usually elicits emotion for me is music, or when I'm writing a sad scene. There is a sad scene in my the third book in the Shadow Island trilogy too. I cried so bad while writing this, and every time I have to rework this or reread that scene, because I'm currently editing that book, I cry again. And now we have a scene with a pet. The other one was not with a pet. Oh, that's so painful. But I'm really glad that I got to the middle point, and now we're halfway, honestly. Usually for me the middle point is frankly just under the halfway point for some reason. So the second half for me is always just a little bit longer, but it's like a few 2,000-3,000 words, so it doesn't really matter. And we're there now. It is, what time is it? It's already almost 5:30. Wow. It took me a moment to get into the flow for sure, but then I just wrote and wrote and wrote. And honestly, I feel like I need to have more no scroll Sundays because I just wrote and wrote and wrote and it didn't stop. It was fantastic. So what do I do next? I don't know. I don't know. I think I have to think about that a little bit. Because I feel like I've kind of done everything now. Everything that I planned to do today. Maybe I'll work on some music. I've played guitar, I've played piano, I have written. What else have I done? Oh, I edited a music video. I cleaned everything, it feels like. Time just flies. But I'm very content. This was very cathartic somehow. Writing, just writing. I feel like I need to do that more. During the weekends, I usually don't write. That's the thing. I usually just write during the week. I have my set times where I do that. And I usually write like 700 to 1,500 words per day. And then I give myself the weekend off. But I feel like maybe because I didn't write on Thursday and Friday for a variety of reasons. One Thursday was a work-related thing, and Friday was I was filming for the music video all day long. Maybe not using the phone just frees up so much more time than I realized on the weekend. Don't feel like that's the right one. Maybe I need something more pop heavy. I really like the drive of this. Creating music is such a process. It takes so long. It takes so long. I don't mind it, obviously. I love making music. But also, like, sometimes I ask myself why. After this, I spent so much time creating today. After this, I am definitely rewatching some more Avatar. For sure, nothing can keep me from it. They're approaching the final battle in season 3. Poor kids. Alright, we have drums now. Obviously, just like sample. No, not really samples. They're more like patterns. And they're honestly kind of placeholders. I'm probably going to use some of it eventually for the final version, but right now we're not. This is just a placeholder with potential. That's not bad. Yeah, especially chorus drums needed a lot more in this. Oh, that's really good. Nice. It's now 7:30. I've worked on this for like over an hour, I think. That's crazy. That's crazy. Also, at the same time, it's crazy how much you can get done in 1 hour. I have the bare bones of a song. I already had the lyrics, granted. I had an idea of what I could sound like. And now here it is. Obviously, it's like a ton of work. This is just a smidge. Yeah. But honestly, I got so much done in this no scroll Sunday. Not done as in I was working, but I was being creative. I was creating, and I was enjoying the creating a lot. A lot. It was really fun. So that's the verdict. I am done now for today. That's the verdict. It is 7:30 and I'm hungry. And I think it turned out really good for the first no scroll Sunday that I tried. Did I absolutely not scroll? No, I scrolled like twice. Once in the morning for like 10-15 minutes. And once, I think after lunch maybe, for about the same amount of time. But usually I would scroll more. Scrolling for like maximum half an hour a day is not that bad. It was maximum bad. I'm proud of this day, and I enjoyed this day massively. And I feel like I'm gonna have to do a lot more no scroll Sundays, and even more just generally not scrolling. I feel I'm usually pretty good at this during the week. Maybe not so good in the evenings when I get home from work and I'm tired and I want something easy to relax me. I can work on that. On the weekends, it depends on how busy it is, and like if I already have plans with friends and stuff like that, obviously, or I'm visiting my family, I obviously scroll way, way less then. I had a really good time today. I did a lot of things that I often don't find the time for, like practicing my songs on the piano, playing guitar. Also, I filed my nails finally. So I can keep playing. I might even play a little bit after this. I wrote for 2 hours. I wrote a lot. I'm really proud of that. I really enjoyed that, actually. Not so much the part where I cried about an animal, but aside from that, yeah. And I made a new song. We always need more music. We always need more music. Music is good for our soul. And now I shall prepare dinner and watch a little bit of Avatar. Oh no, I need to know. I watched some of Avatar when I was a kid, but I need to know now how exactly it went down in the final battle, because I'm not sure if I saw that originally. I know I saw some of the first season. I don't know if I saw the final battle. I don't remember. I do know how it ends, of course. I love Avatar. The Grown Gang. I don't know if y'all have seen the edits too. I have seen them. Adult Zuko is like 85% of my feed these days. Yes, I'm a Zuko girly too. So fight me. I love them all. I love them all. Seriously, I do. There's just something about Zuko. We love a morally gray character with an arc. Yeah. Maybe that's where it comes from. From Zuko. He was the OG. Oh no. Uh-oh. Before we drift off too much into Avatar and Zuko. I think we should call it a night. This was my first no scroll Sunday. I hope you'll enjoy it too, and maybe you not scrolled along with me and did something creative. That would have obviously be fun. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I shall see you again soon. Bye! HSV